and crazy slump, mind numbing, most of it, while tomfoolery I've done. And it's also the fact that my 8K. So the free zone, taking the first step in itself is so difficult. Hasn't been acting straight, any unnecessary, irrelevant information. My dad said, he works with that. I might have said that for the very first time. I got this wicked man. I won at least 1/4 How are you all? What are the vibes? We haven't met in the longest time ever. The last time I remember shooting was like back when I was traveling. It's the 27th, 28th of October, and it's a Tuesday, and it's the last day of my vacation. And let me give you all a little recap of what all happened in this 1 month since I returned back. I have been in a slump, crazy slump, and then I didn't pick up the camera for like since we returned back on the 8th. It's the 28th. Exact 20 days. Oh my god. I know, I was being very dismissive and I didn't like the fact that I was in that slump. But then it was so mind numbing that I continued on to be quite alright with it. I was binge watching, which was not a good thing, and I was just lazing around and I was sleeping for so many hours in the morning, like till 11 or something. I woke up at 8:30, then again I went off to sleep. It was terrible. Actually, because excessive amount of sleep is also detrimental to the brain health. But yeah, at that point of time, I was like, yeah, it's my vacation. I have to make the most of it. Well, to a certain extent, besides that, do I have any regrets over this vacation? Nah, not really. Because in the last week, I was making clay charms. I think the video will be uploaded by that point of time. I have no clue. I haven't even properly edited a video. The last video I have edited that is still yet to be edited and will be uploaded this week is The Summer I Turned Pretty. That video, the review of that video hasn't been uploaded till now. Imagine the amount of tomfoolery I have done this time. I couldn't focus for some reason. But I think it's also the fact that it's a reality check, and it's also the fact that my college is reopening tomorrow, so the entire amount of productivity level has increased tremendously because I have realized it and it has seeped in my brain. There's a project that I was supposed to work on as well, which I haven't done. It's a group project, so only my part is left on Canva. I will do that. But then once college begins, there is like so many things to do. Oh my god. My college fest will also be coming up, so we'll be vlogging that. But then that is also like a month later in December. Guys, that is the vibe. I've been very unproductive and very dismissive. But the last week was very productive, I would say, in comparison to the previous 2 weeks, because I did a lot of things. The previous 2 weeks were productive in a certain aspect, but then not entirely. I had certain goals in mind and I had a vision about what I'm going to do. In light of the fact that I was not able to do it, I dismissed it as unproductive, which to a certain extent is completely true. The last week I made a lot of clay charms. That video will be uploaded and it was quite fun. It was like, yeah, I had that surge in me, that productivity flow in my brain was like on, like absolutely like that, like one after the other. So we made a lot of clay charms, clay magnets. I mean, just basically a lot of fun things, and I love the vibe. Then I started editing a lot more, and I started posting more, and that was also quite fun. One of my videos just hit 8K. So I mean, I'm glad about that. I feel like this vacation could have been much more productive had I not gotten. The thing with me is that once I return back from the vacation, I take at least 1 week to mentally settle back in my routine. But this time, it did not stop because additionally, we had that vacation. In the back of my mind, I was like, yeah, the vacation is still going on. I can still mess around as much as I want. I can still be as lethargic, lazy, unproductive, whatever, as I want, which was negative. Had I returned back and college of like my regular routine would have commenced again, I would not have that slump. I would not have that break and the freeze. That turned out detrimental, honestly. In April as well, when we went to Mumbai, I seeped into the routine gradually. But then it was also because I had my practical to give right the very next day. So that was also like I was getting back into the routine quite swiftly. The one where I went to Bangalore again, I had an exam to give the very next day in the morning. So because after the exam there was nothing else to do, so it took some time for me to get back into the routine again because I had like no exams, no college, and it was kind of like a free zone in that sense. Like nothing was supposed to bother me. Let my brain ruminate over that fact. The fact that I have not opened my mouth and sat with the camera for so long that now the words are like lipping down, like when the faucet is turned on and the water flow is instant and it's crazy. High pressure basically. So you guys won't even believe. Considering the fact that I claimed I was supposed to be the advocate of journaling, I haven't journaled since 28th of September. That is the day when we landed back in Surat on my vacation trip. Like that is the day. 28th of September was the day that I last journaled on. It's officially been a month, and I have been delaying it so much because because I can't. But the fact is that in order to stop it, in order to get over that, you need to start. That's it. It's quite simple like that. But then it's so difficult to start, and that is what I've realized. I'm like, yeah, I have to start. I have to start. Taking the first step in itself is so difficult. First of all, procrastination hits you. Then second of all, yeah, I can do it tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow. That is entirely procrastination in a sense. But then it's like I have so much to write and I've been dealing it. Why am I not journaling? Because if I don't journal, my brain doesn't act straight, and it hasn't been acting straight like the way I wanted to. I like to be in control basically. If certain things go off the track and I have them written on the paper, on the journal, then it's fine. But then if I don't have them on the paper, if I don't have it out of my system and certain things go out of the order, so it's like it's stored here, it's stuck here, and it's like occupying so many unnecessary, irrelevant information that just reduces the speed at which I work. You get what I mean? I was supposed to make so many fun videos and clay videos this vacation, but eventually I ended up messing around with it at least once. I think I'll be messing around with it a little more today. The fact that I want to invest in it so much, I want to gradually get into it. I have money, I have saved up, just go and buy all of the stuff and the tools that are necessary because I just want to get it done with before the vacation ends. Today is the last day. Very sad about that. I just don't want to go to college anymore. Especially it's difficult getting back into that entire college cycle after a month-long vacation. Like it's just very difficult because it's like again you're starting. It should be just like 2 weeks or something. But then I don't know if it would have been the vacation would have been like 2 weeks, then it would have been so great. It would have been so great because I would have gotten into the routine already and I would have been free flowing and I would have been so productive. Oh my god. Anyways, we're making the hit buzz right now, and yeah, I want to experiment and have fun. Hello guys, welcome back. I don't know if I'm audible or not. I forgot my mic. I was supposed to bring it. I was not even supposed to bring it. Like, I had not even charged it in the very first place, so I was not technically supposed to bring it. But today's Day 3 in college, back at it, Friday, and I look like this because I have to go to an event afterwards. Maybe all around now of what happened these 3 days. The very first day was so exhausting. It was so exhausting. I felt like my entire soul was sucked out. Like, yapped out literally exactly like that. There are so many events planned the month of November and December. It's like unbelievable the amount of events we have. Like, especially because we have our fest coming up soon in December. Like our college fest is right at the beginning of December. So we are in the works of that. There's a lot of pressure and work at this point in time. Looking at it from our academic perspective, like we have barely been here for like a month. We had our exam in August and then we came back for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. We only had like 3 weeks of college properly and then we did not attend anything. And then we went off on like a 1 month break and then we're coming back right now. So Wednesday was very hectic. It was like also we had a test on Wednesday, like the very first period. The professor had basically told us before we went over for a break that she'll be conducting a test on 2 topics. Alright. And I had not studied. Her condition was basically that as long as all of the, like all the students have attended the test, she will be reconducting the test again and again. Since she was keen on that, she took the test again and again. Like on the very first day she took it, and I was not prepared. But I was like that since she's going to take it again and again, I might as well sit the very first time and get it done with as soon as possible. Okay. So then we were done 500 word marks reduced to 300 limit. And she even allowed us to look over at the references, which was so great because I had to study it again. And I was preparing my mind to I just can't say. This is what I wanted to do. So since she allowed that, it was great. Now she's conducting the test again and again. So I thought might as well get it done the very first time. I got it that way. And she was very lenient at that point of time. And only 5 people turned up. Only 5 people turned up. I mean, it was our way. So now she's taking the test again and again. Like her second class for this week was today in the morning. And then there's another class done today at like 1:15. I'm not there because I have to go for an event right now. I'm leaving her in some time. The idea was to attend it the very first time so that she would not have the chance to take it again and again. We get it done with that. Get it done at least. We will be started. It's fine. I think. I couldn't possibly stand because of the wire and stuff. So a last minute of mine, she was getting a little scared that what would she do right now. And like, just doing it, man. But then they're not being allowed to take a look at the references for even 10 minutes. That's a different thing entirely. I won at least. I journaled a little bit for the previous 2 days. So now we're going to journal for some time. Then we leave within like 10-15 minutes. Yeah. Also, we have college tomorrow. That is a Saturday. Wow. Like, we have college tomorrow. Unfortunately, guys. Unfortunately. And I'm very stressed about it. So don't talk to me. The very first day was horrendous. And because I also didn't know that we were supposed to have classes today on Saturday. Because my friends were like, we have classes on Saturday. And I was like, and for a whole day, not even like a half day. Regardless, that's how life is. So yes, we'll be going tomorrow as well. We'll be coming here tomorrow as well. And my mouth was sealed up because I was exhausted. I couldn't speak anymore because I was like so drained. And my energy was like taken out of my body entirely. Because I was that exhausted. I slept. I logged off at like 9:30, 9:40. That quick. Imagine. जल्दी आ गई है, थोड़ी आगे लग गई। अरे भाई सही है। Happy birthday to you. और जो बेबी इन्होंने मिला आपको। The video is still going on. चलो हाय बता कहीं तो राजेश। नफीसा हाय कहीं दे। बच्चों हाय कहीं दे। हाय कहीं दे। guys, hello. It's 24th of November. We're in college right now. Honestly, I don't want to come to college simply because of the events that have been piling up. Because there's so much work. And you know what happened? Because of the loaded amount of stress, I had a low pressure episode on Thursday. The thing was that I was getting down. I knew that I was feeling the best. So I booked a cab. As soon as the class ended, like 2-3 minutes before the class was supposed to end, I booked the cab. And then once it ended, I walked down. Our classroom's on the 3rd floor. I walked down. On the 1st floor, I couldn't walk anymore. I felt so dizzy that if I would walk, I would fall down. Right there. So I was like, wait a second, hold up, cancel the ride, and then sit. Okay, I was sitting naturally there, and then people came in there. I'm pretty grateful to them for that, or else I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I was on carrying sticks with me, and then I was very exhausted. I was in a terrible mood at that point in time. I should just go home, which I was going to, but then I couldn't. So I ended up staying back over here in college, and then I was fed medicines, 3 random medicines. One was homeopathy, I don't know how that's pronounced. Anyways, one was that, and the other 2 I don't know. One was a painkiller, the other one I don't know. I was also fed a glucose fizzing up kind of thingy as well. Then I was lying down. Then I slept as well for some point of time because I couldn't keep my eyes up and I was very exhausted and I had to sleep for some time. I don't have a problem with coming to college. I don't have it. I don't at all have a problem with coming to. It's the excess amount of work that I have to do besides attending my own lectures, besides concentrating on my own studies, which is all the more aggravating in that sense because especially when the professors claim that we do not do anything. I don't know where half of the work comes from then I guess. Since we do not do the work. At this point of time, I don't even want to attend the, college fest. Thus I know, but I don't care enough to attend that fest anymore. I'm just get it done with. I don't care. I'm just so exhausted with it. But besides that, I had fun hanging out with my friends. I think that was very necessary. We're social creatures, man. We thrive around people. And people we vibe with, essentially. That was great, actually. Hanging out with them. Just having the time of our lives. We were yapping. Had good food as well, besides. There was a tiny hair in one of my friends. Naan. We ordered a butter garlic naan. 2 more dishes. If I were her, I would not be able to eat it again. Hair in my food, it's just very disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And then we hung out for some more time. And then we decided on hanging out sooner. Since it is 24th of November, I do have a few things to look forward to in the initial days of December besides the fest. It is next week. Oh my god, yes. Today is 24th. 30th is the Sunday. 1st is Monday. 2nd is Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday. 3rd and 4th is Wednesday and Thursday. Oh my god. That's just conking right now actually. I hadn't realized that it's literally next week. And I have 2 more events to attend. It's like a wedding invitation I'm excited about. I like that. I like dressing up. I'm just a girl, man. I'm just a girl. Since I think Thursday or Friday, my mood was completely. I did not come to college on Friday, by the way. I was home sculpting peacefully. I had a blast on my own. I had a blast. I was watching serials and dramas in the background, and I was sculpting, and I was having the time of my life. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was like, oh my god, it was amazing. It was grand, and I felt so content at life, so peaceful, so calm. It was very peaceful. I just loved the vibe. I just loved that I was being productive while I was sculpting and I could watch dramas in the background. So that was also fun. That would only be possible on the weekends, majority of the times. And weekends are only 2 days. That to Saturday, half of my day goes. And I look forward to it so much. And it restores my sanity. It is my energy booster. It increases my energy levels tremendously. I'm not even kidding. That's when my inner child feels satisfied. Because I was creative as a child, I don't think I'm as creative now. No, my creative levels have changed. Initially I used to sketch, then moved on to writing, stories, poems, all of that. Then it has converted into editing, reels and all on YouTube. While I'm doing this, I'm simultaneously also sculpting, which is actually a form of art. If someone wants to draw at any point of time, I'm not gonna judge that person, because if that makes you happy, it makes you happy. That's it. Period. That's it. There is no reason for you to justify your behavior in that sense, because you do you.